Now introducing the James!
Rhylin, Claudia, Blair, and your boy, Lunden.
What is obesity? Obesity means having too much body fat. It is not the same as being overweight. Overweight means having or weighing too much.
And these are some causes of obesity. Stress, quit smoking for about, which is normally like 4 to 10 pounds. Women after pregnancy, so be careful. Eating more food than what your body can use, so like, overeating. Drinking too much alcohol. Don't want the alcoholics. Not getting enough exercise, and some medicines that might, cause body fat.
Treatment options that you could do yourself to improve your condition could be basically just eating healthy. It'd be nice if you could read nutrition labels because then you would know what you're eating, all the bad stuff. Watch your portion sizes, meditate, do yoga, and exercise. And also surgeries that you could have are laparoscopic gastric banding, gastric bypass surgery, and sleeve gastrostomy.
And these are some examples of obesity.
Yeah.
This is an example of a normal karyotype, which is also an obesity karyotype, because it's the same because obesity is normal. Because the mutation is found in the genes, not the whole chromosomes. It's found, the genes in the mutation are found in 7, 10, and 20, where the red and blue lines are on each chromosome, where they're in 2 to 4.
This is a phenotype gene relationship chart. Basically, it's showing how the disease can be, how it can be different depending on which gene and a certain chromosome is in. Like this one, it can give you mild. This one's severe, and this one is the one that we're doing right now is autosomal dominant. So. This pedigree has several different little things right here. We're only going to worry about the top 3 or 2. When they're shaded in all the way, that means they have the mutation, and when it's halfway, that means that they don't have it, but they're obese anyways, they're just fat. So here's an example of a person with the mutation and a fat husband. They basically these are the kids they had. Since obesity is autosomal dominant, you either have the trait or you don't, which means there can be no carriers. For this, we chose to use T's just because we want to. And the phenotypes are either really big or normal size, like how you show, you're either normal or you're huge. This is if they had a heterozygous person with a mutation and didn't have it, and this is what happened. They could have 2 heterozygous kids and 2 people who didn't have it. This is 2 heterozygous parents. They have someone who was homozygous with it, 2 heterozygous, and someone that wasn't affected. And these are just other examples of what depending on the parents.
Okay. I think 23andMe should give, this because it's also a genetic factor, because you can't help that your parents were out of shape, overweight, and they had obesity. And so they should get it while they're young, so they have ways to prevent it, such as eating healthier, getting lots of exercise, and that's it.
Rhylin someone said that they should give people information for that, and I don't think 23andMe should, because there's so many environmental factors that play into people being obese, such as like excess calorie intake and not enough physical activity. Things for each of those are increased snacking, larger portion sizes, and like eating fast food or eating out a lot. And people not having enough physical activity can be because of labor-saving devices, increased media use, and like not enough time to work out during the day.
Any questions?
Alright, let's turn it off.
What questions do you have for them?
How does meditation help you lose weight?
It relieves stress, and sometimes having stress makes you eat more.
On your karyotype, along with the red lines on there, you had a blue line on there. What were those?
Those were just found in different species. The red were human and the blue were mice.
Yes.
Can you speak up?
Because like it can also be passed down from generation to generation, because autosomal dominant trait. Because if your mom or your dad had it, it can also be passed down because it's a mutation. It can also cause a mutation in your genes as well.
So if you eat better, you get better mutation.
No, basically the mutation like decides a weight range you'll be in, and how you eat and act in normal day life decides where you are in that weight
So
range.
then if you get better and then you have a kid or you're
If it passed on to them. I can't tell the future.
if it's autosomal dominant,
There's a chance they can get it, but
dominant doesn't skip
if they're heterozygous and there was two little things, they wouldn't get it. But if there was a big one, they would. Anything
You
else?
guys can go to your Punnett Square page and show her what you need. You had several Punnett Squares that would show the chance of child not receiving that.
Boom, like this one. And this one. Not that one. That one.
Wait, why is it missing a P?
Yeah. Why are you?
I don't know.
Write it in really quick so I know.
Wonder what it is.
Make sure you guys can figure
Make
it
sure
out.
you use purple.
Yeah.
Are those capital or?
No, those are very.
This guy's sucking funny.
Alright, audience, do you have any other questions?
Good job, Rhylin. Hi, Alicia.
would that be the same thing as like if a person, if they was like they ate a lot, but the gene was passed down and they got like the obesity gene from one of their parents, and they didn't really eat a lot, but they still gained, like could they still gain weight if they was like if it was dominant from the parents?
Huh?
Okay, so if the parent they was obese, right, and they passed it down to the child, but the child didn't, like, even though the child didn't eat that much, would they still get obese?
No.
Well, it depends. It's a good chance they would. More likely to.
They have like the predisposition. Predisposition. So they're like more likely than another person to be obese.
Right, so basically the question is, if you have the mutation, if you have one of those mutations you guys showed, right, are you 100% going to be obese?
No.
No.
Why not?
Because there's so many environmental
factors.
Okay, so could you, if you had one of those mutations, could you necessarily be frail, thin?
No.
Maybe not, right? But there are environmental factors. So a predisposition is a little bit different than some of those disorders we talked about. You either have it or you don't, because obesity does have some of the environmental factors as well. So on 23andMe, like the results that they give, what information do they give the patient? Do Did they
The
give
risk
risk
factor.
factors?
It said it's a typical risk.
Okay, so they were giving risk factors, so they were looking at different genetic markers and telling them whether they were at risk for this or not.
Yeah.
So you guys had two sides of the argument. Does anybody win? Who wins?
Nobody
Should
really.
we give that info or not?
I don't think so.
You can meet in the middle and say some
Fight.
information.
Rock, paper,
Like
scissors.
Blair's would win.
How about the person that does the most push-ups?
I think Blair's would win because the
Yeah.
environmental.
There's also other things besides just environmental and probably the genes on the chromosome. If you think about when it hits at a certain age, what age do you guys think that you notice people gaining a lot more weight?
Yeah, around our age.
Well, number one, when you go to college, because you guys aren't as active when you go to college, and then around 30s, right?
Yeah.
So metabolism drops and some other things that we haven't talked about
Yeah, 'cause then
drops
you-
as
then you,
well,
like, go
and
away
that
and
can
you
affect
your
you
body
too.
It's not
Oh, I'm gonna turn this off now.